Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm literally just going to go straight into it because I'm way too excited. If you haven't seen my last video, I announced that I am building my very own nail studio in the garden. Without further ado, this is going to be episode 1 of the build. I can't believe it. I'm actually recording this whilst I'm editing the vlog just because I didn't actually intro it properly. I wasn't sure if I was going to follow on from my previous video or start fresh. If you haven't seen my previous video, I explained there everything to do with the initial stages. So how I picked my builder, where I found them, how I go about quotes and design. That video is basically there if you're thinking about having a garden room or opening up a nail studio and you don't know where to start, or you're intrigued of the process, then that video is for you. Because I didn't intro this video a couple weeks ago when the build actually started, I'm just going to talk through the first couple bits. So number 1 is the base. So I actually went for steel rods. These steel rods are great if you don't want anything permanent on the ground like a concrete base. So that's basically where we're at, and the video will go straight into it of the actual build itself, but I felt like I needed to intro this properly because I just go straight into it. Clearly I was too excited, but yeah, that is where it's at. So I'll keep you watching, but enjoy the video. Guys, so the builders have just left for the day, so I thought I'll give you an update on where the build is at currently. Let me just switch it over. Open the door. And voila, here it is. There's actually walls. I can't believe it. So builders are gone for the day because the insulation panels do need to dry, so they can't actually do anything until that happens. Obviously my building terminology is not very extensive, so if I do get, things wrong, I don't really know a lot. I'm kind of going what they said in my assumptions. Let me explain exactly the plans. So we have the garden, so I'll start literally at my French doors here. So this shed, originally we were going to keep this and work along the side of the salon and have the salon going 3x4 and then having the shed at the back, but actually we decided to collapse the shed and then just stick it at the back of the fence because I didn't want to completely get rid of it, and also I do need a shed but it has like a lawnmower and stuff in it, so we actually have bought plastic shed that's actually going to go here, and then we have a 4x3 instead. So we will walk over, and I actually can't believe how big this garden room is going to be. I underestimated what a 4x3 actually looks like, but I'm absolutely in love, and I'm so glad it is this size because now I've got a lot more space to work with basically. So this is the inside. I already know basically like what I'm going to do. I have it in my head. Let's see if it changes by the end of this series. And with the garden, so this part is all obviously patioed, and what I'd like it to do is, as Honey's demonstrating, a nice walkway across here and rip up all these patio bits here and just have like a stepping stone. So we'll have like grass on either side, step stones going across, so we have a lot more garden. I think it'll just look really pretty. So that's kind of like the stage we're at the moment. So yeah, I am super happy with the progress, and yeah, it's all starting to be really real now. I will pick the camera back up tomorrow where we'll see where we get up to then. It's a new day, which means we have a new update. So today the electrician came round to do all the first fix. I believe that's what it's called anyway. So I needed to figure out where I wanted my sockets, my lights. I'm having an aircon unit as well, which I am so excited about. This was a non-negotiable for this salon. I just feel like clients to be comfortable in, but also my products, and to work all year round without needing to reschedule when it gets a bit too warm. As my beauty and nail technicians know, when the room's too hot, when the client's too hot, Builder Gel is an absolute nightmare to apply. So without having to reschedule my days if it is too warm, I thought it's time for an aircon unit, and it's also an aircon and heater, so I won't need the radiators or anything more on the wall other than that unit, which is an absolute godsend. So yeah, let's go straight into it. So today, this is what it's looking like. The wooden slats are going to go onto here, and then the majority of the work was the electrics really. So step in with my trusty socks and sliders as always. So yeah, as you walk in, I want my nail desk to be here. These, as Honey is now showing you, is going to be 2 sockets. I want them to be quite close together because I do want a sideboard going across here. I'm having a lovely nice mirror here, and then either side I would like some lights. So this is where we've got one light fixture here, and then we've got another one over here. So that's where they're going. And then we were going to have the aircon unit here because it needs to be for some sort of like pipe work. I don't really know, but we managed, because of how tight this all is, as you can see there, this is where the light is, and then that's where the aircon unit was going to be. It just wasn't going to work, so we kind of rejiggled everything around, and now the aircon unit is going to go here. So this is like the fuse switch for it. Which I'm so much happier about, because firstly it means when you walk in you have pretty aesthetic, and then you've got the aircon unit that way. So I'm really happy that we managed to have it here instead. Then here I've got patio sliding doors going across. So we've got the light switch just as you kind of like open and turn on the lights. We have 2 plugs here just because I didn't really know where to put. I'm allowed basically 4 sockets, but I didn't really know where I wanted them. The other 2 anyway. I wanted one here because I'm envisioning this to be kind of like a coffee nook area. It would be quite nice to have like a coffee station, as I don't really want to be going into my house that much during the day. So having that for clients and me would be lovely. But then this side, across here, I want shelves. So I want an all-clove, is that how I say, all-clove shelf here with a cabinet, and then potentially a bench coming along this way. There's no real point me having a switch this side. So yeah, I was quite stuck, but the electrician said you might as well just shove another one alongside it. So that's kind of how it's looking. What's really cool actually that Steve has suggested, this was really clever, is also we need a fuse box for video. So we're actually going to hide the fuse box in a cabinet, which is why we're having it literally here. So it's quite low, but we're imagining having a cabinet here. Fuse box is in the cabinet. We've got the nice arched shelving units here, and then the bench. So I feel like that would actually look so much nicer, because the fuse box things are always a bit ugly, and I really have like an aircon unit that's not very aesthetic. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see like all across here, all of the cabling work, and yeah, that's pretty much the job done. They're coming back a little bit later in the build to do the second fix. I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't know. Yeah, this is day 4, I believe, of the studio. Very exciting times. I'll check back in with you later. Lovely. Job's a good one. I am living for this weather. I am obsessed. So it's the 9th of May, Friday 9th of May, 2 o'clock. So the builders have gone for the weekend. So I thought I'd give you another update because there's even more changes happened in the garden. So let's get straight into it. Things first is the shed is finally empty now. I know that I was explaining that we have this now here, which is really good. So it has all our shed bits and bobs. It actually holds two 240 litre bins, but yeah, I literally don't have much to store here, so good size, and it means that we can get rid of this shed, pop out the back, and it's looking a lot more like a cabin now. So let's get inside. The shiplap is up now, so you can see it's now like lovely installed. They haven't done the top or this part bit here yet because they needed new slats basically, but that will be done on Monday morning. These are where the exterior lights are going to go, so we're getting the up down ones across with the lovely quite big patio doors, which I'm so happy about. It's going to have so much like natural light in. You can even see the outline of what type of light is going to come into the studio, which is gorgeous. You come in and yeah, nothing's much changed in here. You can see at the back here, all of that, I think it's called feathering, has been done here. So all the exterior part is pretty much done yet. We still don't have a roof. That is something that is delayed. I don't know if they're actually going to start with the plastering and the inside next week, but they said put something over the top of it to protect everything inside, just in case it rains, but it's not forecast to rain even in the next 2 weeks. Because I'm getting a pre-finished roof, apparently it just literally slots into place. So yeah, that's pretty much everything here. That is our first full week. Can't believe how much they can do in a full week. I am wanting to go to HomeSense on Sunday. There is a big one in Maidenhead, which is a little journey for me, but the one in Reading is not very good. It's quite small, so if I do go there, I'll be posting a HomeSense, hopefully haul. I'll be getting some nice Salon bits. Then I know in a couple of weeks I'll be heading into like a B&M. We'll probably go to the range as well, because there's a really good range by us, just to pick up some Salon decor, Salon bits. I explained in the previous video that I'm getting all brand new furniture, so brand new tables, chairs. I'm gonna get a coffee nook area, so I want to get kind of like a cart in a way for that. So I've got a fridge, coffee machine, and then yeah, like nice little decor bits. I will be having though the bog standard IKEA desk. I can't find a desk with good storage that's like thin and also doesn't have the, what's it called, like the back support, so clients can sit on the other side. Fortunately, I can't find anything that is as good as the IKEA ones, which is probably why everyone has an IKEA desk. So that's probably the only thing that you'll be able to see that a lot of people have, but I do want to keep it quite unique. So yeah, watch this space. It is week 2 of the build and I can't believe we are almost halfway through the project. It's been so fun every day seeing little stages of the studio getting built, but today I am needing to make some decisions on lights. So I'm not having spotlights because the roof is pre-finished, so it kind of looks like cabin slats essentially, but it means that they can't have any electric running through them, which is okay, because when I was first considering about lights, I am the person that it's illegal to put on main lights. Like even in my home, I never really put on main lights. I always love the ambiance, so I always have like table lamps or candles or something other than a main light. I just think it's too bright, too harsh, and I'm just not a big fan. So when I found out that I had them anyway, I was like, fine, like we'll have wall lights. I can choose up to 4, but I'm only gonna have 3. And reasons for this is this one mirror has dictated where everything's going. I haven't got it yet, but I know it's getting delivered today, so fingers crossed it looks as nice as it does online. But it's from William Wood. I am so excited. It is gorgeous and it's huge. So it's gonna be like a huge wall mirror going across. It's gonna be hung up, and then it's thinking what wall lights I want either side of it. So I've got a photo here of the one, I don't know if you can see, oh yeah, sure. that is the mirror that I bought from William Wood. So absolutely gorgeous, right? So it's figuring out what wall lights will look nice. My whole theme, sorry if you can hear building work, it's just gonna be the normal. So hopefully it's not too loud. So yeah, it's figuring out what wall lights. I quite liked these. I think this was only I found on Pinterest. So it's figuring out where this would be and have it like either side of the mirror. I also was thinking I quite like brass, and this looks quite nice. Just add a little bit of, just a little touch of like brass golds here and there. Quite liked that. Also, this is from B&Q. I quite liked the minimal looks. They're all, to be fair, quite minimal, but I like the glass, so that was another option. But then I found this a couple of days ago, and it's these. Technically, funny enough, they're called bathroom lights, but I really like them. I feel like with the mirror, it will look really nice. So a massive tip I have found and been loving for this build is ChatGPT. If I did the studio even 6 months ago, it probably wouldn't look as nice as it will do this time, because I'm using ChatGPT for everything. Like any idea that I have in mind, I'm like, hey, can you run me a design? I'm thinking about this, that and the other. What is the visual representation of that? And it does it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've been doing it with these lights. So I set my mirror into ChatGPT and went, what does these light look like next to either side of the mirror? And one of them I'll show you. So for example, these ones I was almost quite set on. I asked for a picture and look at that. I mean, it didn't copy the mirror exactly, but it copied the lights. But you can tell, like, I don't know if you can, there we go. It looks quite nice, right? And I quite liked, like, the little brassy bits with it. So I thought, great. So I was almost set on that. And then I saw that technically they're bathroom lights, but next to the mirror, I'm sold. So yeah, you can see, like, my prompt at the top, actually, there. And then this is what it comes up with. That I love, and I know that if I go for something like this, it's a little bit more simple and I'm not going to hate it, whereas the other one I feel like, oh, it's really nice for now, but in 6 months time I'm going to think, oh, why did I pick those, because they're a little bit more unique. So I think I'm going to go for these lights, and then I'm having like the arched shelving. So I was trying to think what little light I would want at the top of it. My inspo picture is, let me find you, here. I love this setup, and this is kind of like what I'm aiming for. So this light here looks lovely. I was thinking I could do something clear, but that I can't find like a small clear brassy thing that's not too expensive, because I have a budget. Well, I have to pay extra basically for wall lights that are a bit more expensive, and to be honest, I just don't want to be spending anything more than I am now. So I have a budget per wall light with the builder, but I have thought, because I'm going to have like picture frames in there as well, vases, neon diffuser, plants, I was thinking actually, let me find it, this would look quite nice inside it. So, and it looks like the exact, hang on, front door. So I'm back from my home sense shop, and I thought I would show you a couple of the bits that I picked up. This is over 2 days. So I actually went to Home Sense yesterday, which is actually on my TikTok and Instagram. So if you don't follow me already, follow me on there. I thought I'll show you the vibe that I'm going for, just give you a sneak peek on the design. So first up is this vase that you can actually kind of see in shop, but this is absolutely gorgeous, and it was only £24, which I thought was amazing. Got this yesterday, but today I found a little twin that I didn't find yesterday. It's like a longer version, which is nicely textured as well. So these two together, yeah, be absolutely gorgeous. So picked those up. Then went for 2 candles because you can't go to home scents without getting a candle. Now I want a signature scent and it's going to be nice and fresh, a bit coastal vibes. So this one's called Malibu Moon. It looks like this, nice and clean. But it literally smells like I'm in the beach with a bit of Sol de Janeiro spray. This is what it's kind of reminding me of. A little bit more fruity, a bit more sweet, but definitely that coastal holiday vibe. And then I've got another one, because I can't just get one candle, I need a couple. I burn them like they're going out of fashion. So this one is Moment to Relax Crystal Waters. So crystal marines with tropical florals, driftwood and a touch of musk. Inhale positivity and exhale negativity. It's kind of like the crystals that I bought yesterday. I will try find where I put them. But I've got some good vibes crystals, so that's really cute. And this is definitely giving, like, again, coastal. A bit like sun cream. I know, like, the smell of sun cream is not the nicest, but you know what, it's like that nice, sweet, like you probably have a cocktail, like, okay, think of this. This reminds me of, imagine if you're sat on the beach and you're smelling like the crystal salt water and like the nice beachy waves, the sand. You have a cocktail on the side of you, so you have a whiff of that like sweetness coming through, but then you've got your sun cream on that was freshly applied. And it's giving like that sort of vibe. It's giving me all those 3 different scents all in one. So, yeah, I love this, and that will be burning through. I think I've accidentally found my signature scent. So I want to really embrace the 5 senses that you have. Wait, is it 5 or 4? However it is, but I want to fully make sure the details are in everything. And smell, I really wanted a signature scent, and I don't know what this scent was going to be, but I feel like from those 2 candles, I think I found it. So yeah, what I also bought from Home Sense yesterday was 2 cushions, which I'm gonna go over here. First one is this beautiful linen couple. It actually technically is an outdoor and indoor, but I mean, it probably means it's actually really easily to wash, which would be great for salon, for hygiene and all. So these are gonna go on the bench. And then in front of this, then I've got 2 longer ones, and it's white with a bit of texture. I think those 2 together, can you see my vibe? And then something really exciting got delivered whilst I was in Home Sense, and the builders picked it up for me, and I've already unwrapped it because I was just too excited. But let me show you, hold on. It's still in cling film because I need to protect it. But look at this. The most stunning wall mirror. It's from William & Wood. I can't hold it for long because I'm slipping. But look, I am literally, I'm in love. So yeah, from the bits that I have shown you, I think you can kind of guess the theme that I'm going with. Oh, I forgot to show you, it's actually standing on here. It's the White Company Summer Collection, Sea Salt, Bay and Sapphire. Is it Sapphire? No, Sapphire. Oh my gosh, my English is not the greatest. You know what I mean, this one. I'm useless. But yeah, I feel like I've actually went with a theme here. Beach. Soho Beach. Coastal vibes. From the smells to the aesthetic to the feel. I want like a spa retreat. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up from Home Sense. I will update you on the studio very soon because today we've put the roof up. So as soon as they're done, I'll give you a little tour of what has happened today because there is some big progress made today. So yeah, I'll check in soon. Right, it's still the same day, just a little bit later now, and I'm going to show you the update with the studio. 3, 2, 1, this is what it's looking like. Boom. It is really looking like a studio. I cannot believe it. So, roof is in, and we've gone for like the white slats, so there's film on it at the moment, but that'll be taken off once plastering has been done. It is actually quite tall. I can't touch the ceiling. I'm 5'5", so it's pretty good height. It's definitely looking a lot more like a studio. I am so happy. I was quite nervous with this, but it does look really good. It'll definitely go with my like Soho farmhouse coastal vibes sort of thing. I will actually need to do a Wix trip at some point because I'll need to choose flooring really soon, but also paint. I want to get some testers because the one thing about paint is it completely changes the room. Go for like an off-white beigey tone, which will complement the pillows and the mirror that I showed you earlier today, and that'll be really nice to complement the white ceiling. It is now the next day, and I promise I've got the same hair, I've got a different top on. It is the same top, but I bought 2 of them. So it kind of feels like a repeat of yesterday, but I want to show you how the cabin's looking like now because it is ready for plastering. It is now Tuesday and the builders are all done. The plaster is actually in on Monday, so they're gone for a week. Unfortunately, the plaster couldn't get in any sooner because he's booked up with work. So the studio will be as is for the next week or so. So let's have a little look together. Thanks. I don't know if you've seen the exterior, but the shiplap is completely done now. So all we actually need to do is wood stain it. I am still not sure what stain I want basically, which is why I'm going to go to Wix tomorrow and see what they have, because looking online is really difficult to kind of see what the colours actually will look like. So that is going to be a plan for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm struggling with that. That's one thing. I have no idea what type of finish I would like, so I'll probably do a lot of more Pinterest boarding, and I think going into store will probably give me a better idea of what I'd like. So that is the exterior. Lights still need to go on, but that'll be the last things. And this is what it's currently looking like. So all the plasterboard is in. You can see all the drawings, don't know what any of that means. There you go. We've got the socket ready for the aircon unit, which will go in here. And then got my big mirror here, and then either side we've got the walls. I don't know why there's so many holes here. No idea what that is about. But anyway, so yeah, sorry. So that's that wall there, and then this wall, we've done a couple of holes, but basically the original light was going to go down here. I know it's only a smidge up, but we've kind of mapped out where we want the arch now. So the arch will probably start from here and then go round. And we actually think that much of a gap between the wall. And then we have 2 shelves, a cabinet which will hide the fuse board. So the bench will be quite big. So basically the alcove will end here on this line, which gives us all of this space for a bench. As you can tell, Honey's given perspective of what that size is. It's blimmin' huge. So what we're thinking is having pretty much this panel a bench and have built-in storage, and then this little panel here will be built into the bench, but top that could be a nice area to put a coaster for coffees, a plant in the corner, that sort of thing, because yeah, the bench will be awfully big otherwise. So, but that's pretty much that. Roof, I think I showed you before, it still has the film on it. I just love how I don't have to, like, I can't reach it, because it just feels so like big. Yeah, this is the space. This is where we're at. And yeah, I'll be going to Wix tomorrow. I'm going to pick my flooring. I'm going to pick the colour of the walls. And I need to pick the wood stain for this bit here. So that'll be quite fun. Going early doors tomorrow because I had to reschedule with a client. So that actually worked out really well. And yeah, I can't wait to collapse this shed. Because yeah, my vision's like coming to light now. Collapsing this shed and then yeah, ripping up through these patios like these three. Rip them all the way up. Keep like a path going across here. And then use these to put just like a strip across there. So yeah, that's where we're at with week 2, day 2. Yeah, we're going to be stuck on this stage for a whole week. But yeah, it gives me a chance to get all the furniture together because literally once the plastering's done on Monday, Tuesday we'll let it dry, then Wednesday is when the flooring and the walls are going to be painted. So it's going to be quick. And as soon as that's done, the door I think is one of the last things that's going to go in, and obviously the electrics. But yeah, literally final stretch now. Oh my gosh, this is becoming so real. I don't know how many times I've probably said, oh my god, this is real, I can't believe this is happening in this vlog, but I truly can't believe I'm in this stage of my life where I have my dream just right there.
And where down we